Hey guys, so I've been how would I say this? I don't watch Flagrant regularly, but every now and then I've been watching his Andrew Schulz podcast maybe for about like 2 years now, I guess. Uh, I like, I think Andrew Schulz is kind of funny, but I believe in this video he took it a little too far. Let's watch and understand what it is all about.
Indians there because every Indian over 45 pretends they're 300 years old and they get in a stupid wheelchair, and then like when they have to get out, they exaggerate.
Akash has been with Andrew from the very beginning. He's nowhere near as popular as Schultz, but he's still
Because it's not funny. Akash is genuinely not funny at all. I don't think.
a good comic. His Bring Back Apu special was decent. The relationship between Schultz and Akash does feel very positive. You can see that they've been good friends for a long time. They both have good banter, but
I mean, to be honest, I find them both kind of immature. But every now and then, you know. See, the reason I started watching it because there's this Indian guy. Okay, let's see what this podcast is all about. That's how it started. But then I realized that Andrew Schulz is okay. I agree. He's kind like he's kind of funny. But Akash, man, I don't think he's funny at all.
then there's times when, man, Andrew will go a little too hard. And of course, Akash will just sit there and take his medicine. I don't know if Akash doesn't mind or if he feels like he just has to sit there and eat it. This clip was from a
And Akash is not someone who has learned to laugh at himself. You know, if you watch this podcast, if you've been following it, then you'll understand he can't take a joke. I mean, for a comedian, that's kind of funny. See how uncomfortable he gets.
few weeks ago, but it kind of stood out to me. I don't know what mood Andrew was in. It's like he woke up that day and decided today's the day where he's gonna go all in on Indians. I've seen Andrew mock Indians before, calling their food slop, and every time I remember noticing that Akash didn't find it funny. But this was on another level. It was funny at first, but after a while I started to feel bad for Akash.
You farted in the lounge and it created a scene. Do you remember that?
Yeah, the Indians got all excited, dude. Bro, nobody milks wheelchairs on a...
See, that's probably one of the reasons why he got pissed off. What did he say? He farted in a lounge or something? What?
Well, I started to feel bad for Akash.
You farted in the lounge and it created a scene. Do you remember that?
Farted in a lounge.
Yeah, the Indians got all excited, dude.
See, that's probably where it all comes from. Farted in a lounge. Maybe one of those Indians got really mad at him for farting and then confronted him or what. And I think he's using this as an opportunity to, kind of roast Indians while simultaneously venting out his anger against them, in the guise of, joking about Indians. That could be the reason, because this, if you watch the whole clip, you'll understand that he sounds really hurt. It's not coming from a place of it's like a harmless roast, or let's make fun of Indians, because I enjoy his jokes about Indians. I've told you, like, I've been following him for 2-3 years now. He does make fun of Indians, and in a harmless, funny kind of way, just how he makes fun of every other ethnicity, right? But this one, I think, it sounded personal for some reason.
Bro, nobody milks wheelchairs on a plane like fucking Indians, bro. And it's goddamn annoying. It takes twice as long to get on a fucking airplane if there's Indians there, because every Indian over 45 pretends they're 300 years old, and they get in a stupid fucking wheelchair, and then like when they have to get out, they exaggerate how slow they have to. Oh, like I've never walked before.
They're
Oh.
80, dude. They just look young because they don't age like white people.
No, they look like shit. They look bad. If you need the wheelchair, I don't know. I don't know if you could
You
travel.
used a wheelchair when you sprained your ankle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to get fake
He had a
sympathy,
legit
bro.
injury. He wasn't being a lion fucking Indian.
Like
It was, and then the fucking, we might have to cut this, but the smell.
All right.
Was honestly, like something you've
See how this guy is laughing out loud? I've noticed that, like, whenever they talk about Indians, this guy gets extra happy and extra, he kind of likes it when Andrew makes fun of Indians. He likes it a little bit more, is what I'm trying to say. Because I've noticed, like, in one of the other episodes, they're talking about Indian accents and all that, and then they mention something like he really thinks Indians have a funny accent. So I think he's like kind of biased. He maybe doesn't like Indians. I think.
never experienced.
I have.
You have?
So this is where I think he kind of crossed the line.
Fuck me, bro. Like, it was one of those things where I was like, this is, it's not.
Look at this guy, this Akash. This guy, his whole in flagrant that his only job is to agree with whatever Andrew Schulz say, co-sign everything. I mean, he's just sitting there, just say something, defend, at least say something, stand up.
Not a stereotype.
I went to.
They've designed something where we were in the plane to like create a cocoon with air because it didn't get.
See how personal. I think he's really hurt, probably, but but you know what? Like, yeah, we're the largest. We're the number one populated, most populated country in the world, isn't it? So you better get used to it, used to the smell. Or can I say, sooner or later?
Into my seat.
No, the mask dropped down. Do you remember?
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was such a good. Bro, the
Just curry flavor air coming out of it.
What airline
Oh
was
my
this?
god, Etihad, but the jet bridge smell.
jet bridge, not
when
in
you're
the-
just locked in this little thing.
Yeah.
And and I don't even know why they're sweating. They're sitting down, they're getting rolled, but they are fucking emanating stink.
It's a distinct BO.
It was a real problem. It was a real
Son, I
problem.
had a. I was,
And
It
by
was
the
a real problem.
my brother-in-law.
I was stuck behind one of these guys, man.
see how he he doesn't even care what Andrew like what Akash is saying. This dude is a. I think if he had any self-respect, I think he would have left the show by now. I don't know if he's still doing flagrant. I'm not sure about that, but if he had an iota of self-respect, I think he should have left the show by now.
And it was like a wall. Like, it was.
And this is what I'm trying to say. Body odor, I think it's. I'm Indian, so I don't know if others experience this kind of body odor when I'm around. But I've experienced this myself, not from a certain ethnic group or anything. I think body odor is like a general thing. Some people, they have a really heavy body odor, and which I don't really like. But I'm not sure how others, the white people, if they think that I stink, because I wear fragrances a lot, so I don't know. Mm,
I was walking through a wall, like, and keep in mind on the side they got the wheelchairs going, so I'm just further stuck behind him and just boom, smacking. I feel like Dylan Dennis, bro, just getting smacked around
see how that guy is laughing out loud, literally, even though it's not that funny at all.
by Indian
Then-
fucking body odor.
We
Well, it
have
might have
a-
been Pakistani.
Could have been.
It could have been actually, yeah. If when I go to India and everybody there smells of body odor, I deserve that because I'm going to their culture and I'm adopting their culture,
Yeah.
right? You know what I'm saying? Like you can't go to the
I see.
beach resort and complain there's sand.
Buddy.
You asked to be here. We're in the United Arab Emirates, okay? We're flying Etihad. It smells like a fucking pet store.
God damn, son.
I mean,
You better get used to it. What can I say? Because we're not going anywhere, bro. We're not going anywhere. You better get used to it.
If you
said it smelled like a hamster cage.
See how uncomfortable this dude just got.
if you
said it smelled like a hamster cage, dude. It was one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
You
in
had
my
a shower on the flight. You offered to give someone a shower.
He's just trying really hard to even sit there.
I tried to because there was a shower.
And that was rude.
Yeah.
yeah no
I saw the guy reject the shower, and I said,
I can't argue with the smell. I won't argue with the smell. It's a
What? That's all you can come up with? Bro, what a pussy, huh? I mean, at least say something. You know, have you seen this this kind of the camaraderie between Dr. Dre and Eminem? Like, Dr. Dre almost always makes it a point to say white rap sucks whenever Eminem is around, right? And you know how Eminem reacts, right? Like, what did you do? We all know that they are just like, messing with each other, huh? But at least have the kind of self-respect to stand up for for your culture, what an asshole.
smell that's there.
I think what happened is one of those old women in the wheelchair crossed her legs and I fainted. That's what I think. That's what I think happened. That's what I think happened. I saw her go like this. I saw her go like this, like this, like this, and my knees got weak like I just hit the medwah for 20 minutes.
Dude, we
straight.
I
think we might need to run back to
Medwaha really quick.
If you watch the full interaction, you can see Akash try to divert or clap back on a few points. But Andrew,
I genuinely think this is something personal about it. I don't know. Some Indian, as I said, probably confronted him. Maybe he took it personally, which is funny because he's a comedian. He's supposed to not take things seriously. But here's the thing: like he can't say that about let's say about black people in general. He would get cancelled, right? Like, but he's perfectly whatever he just said about the smell. I'm saying, like, before that, it is okay. I think it is not a big deal. That's what I'm saying. Like, I've liked Andrew Schulz for the past 2 years, and I'm not one of those guys who can't laugh at myself or my own ethnic. It's most of the jokes. Like, if it's funny, I'm gonna laugh, even if it's about myself or my nationality or my culture or whatnot. But I think this kind of crossed the line.
wasn't having it. Every time it died down, Andrew just jumped right back in there. I'm surprised he didn't say, "Hey Akash, they smell bad, don't they? Okay, now say it back to me, like you mean it." The story is basically
Or else it could be like maybe he wanted, he indirectly was hinting at Akash to, just, leave the show or whatever. I don't know. Because, sometimes when an employer wants to fire you, instead of directly firing you, he'll make an offer that you can. What am I saying? Like he'll make sure that you resign by yourself. Maybe that's the kind of tactic that Andrew Schulz is using here.
that Andrew didn't like the smell as he was getting on the plane, and I'm sure we're all aware of the stereotype Andrew's leaning into. You could see Akash wasn't enjoying it, and that's the thing. If you're taking the piss out of your good friend and his ethnic background, and you can see he's not really enjoying it, then you'd stop and move on. I gotta admit, Akash is good
Nah, but that's what I'm saying. Like this sounds personal.
at taking jokes, but at the same time, you can tell he's proud of his Indian heritage, and look, I'm all for everyone getting these
He is proud of his Indian heritage. That much I know. But I also read somewhere that he is particularly against South Indians and Muslims. I'm not sure how far that is, or how far true that is.
jokes. No group of
There,
people
there has always been this kind of North Indian versus South Indian kind of thing going on in India as well. Maybe he has the same kind of mentality too.
should be off limits, but this felt like it dragged on for too long. I can't imagine Schultz doing something like that to Charlemagne about black people. He's made
Nah, he can't. Like he can't. Can he? He'll get cancelled.
fun of black stereotypes in the past, but I can't see him going that hard for that long. There's
Exactly.
clearly more
Exactly.
of a mutual respect between him and Charlemagne. Side note, I have a question for you guys. I honestly feel like Alex gets more respect from Schultz than Mark and Akash. Let me know if you disagree, but one
Okay, his name Alex, huh? So this Alex dude, I think he finds Indian accent really funny. Wonder what he feels about African accent though, right?
once you notice it, it's hard to unsee.
Different way than a white actor. Go.
Miles has a story about Denzel. What was it that there was?
Can I just get this point out?
Okay. Leave a comment. Let me know. What do you think? Do you think Andrew Schultz crossed the line, or it's all fine? Just funny, just funny. I'll see you guys in another video. Bye bye.